Welcome to day 7 of the 30-day CapCut challenge. We have had a few busy full days with longer videos, so today we're just going to keep it short and sweet. We're just going to export your very first finished video. This is the step where you turn your edit into a file that you can share, post, and celebrate. If you made it this far, you've created something awesome, but if it stays in your timeline, no one's going to get to see it. So exporting will allow you to share your video on social platforms. You can save your work in a higher quality, and you can just celebrate the progress that you've made. So today we're going to go back into CapCut. We're going to preview the full edit. So we're going to watch the video from start to finish and make any last minute tweaks that you want. And then we're going to tap on the export button, top right corner, and CapCut's going to prepare the file. We're going to choose the settings. We're going to keep it simple and standard. So we're just going to choose the resolution of 1080. It's pretty standard. If you're trying to save space, you can go down to 720. The frame rate, we're just going to leave that alone. And then we're just going to type in export. And then you can save or share. So you can share it directly to Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. I am a big fan of downloading it first and then sharing it individually. So let's pop into CapCut. Okay, so here's where I left off from yesterday's challenge. If I'm happy with this, we're going to play it back through. If I think I'm happy, I'm going to play it back through. So I'm going to move my indicator bar to the beginning. And I'm just going to press play. This is a 9-minute video, so we're not going to watch. So I'm just going to press play and let's see what we have here.
Okay, so when you are upgrading your legacy program from the original to the 2.0.
Okay, so I'm happy with that. And let's just say I've listened to it all the way through. Maybe I get to this part and I've listened. Okay, let's listen to a bit here. Okay, yep. And I keep listening, and let's say I listen to here. And that wonderful little beep side effect. And I've listened through, and okay, I'm happy with everything. I've got some fading in, I've got some fading out, I've got some sound effects. So now I'm just going to give my file a name, and I'm going to name that up here. We can do this at any time in the project. If you want to do it closer to the beginning so you know where you're at, by all means. So I'm just going to call this my training video. And of course you can call it whatever you like that fits and that you will find when you download. Since we are doing 3 videos a day quite often, you might want to even just label it with a date and time, date and maybe time or ABC or however you want to name your file system. And then just up at the top right here, we've got export. So we're going to click on export. We're going to choose where you want to export to, so it will go to a default, but I'm going to click on the file and I want to share it to, so you pick just whatever file that you're going to want to share it to, and I'm just going to share it to this one. So select that folder. Watermark, whether it's on or off, the Pro version will allow you to turn it off, and that for me is a big bonus, a big reason why I like the Pro version. Make sure video is selected so it will download your video. Resolution, we're going to keep it a 1080p. And again, all of these we're just going to keep at where they are. We want the format to be MP4, frame rate 30 per second. We can also export a separate audio file if we desired, but I don't need to do that. And if you like, you can export a separate text file to keep your captions. But for this, we don't need to do any of that. So we're just going to leave it at the default settings. And I'm going to click export. And this is actually going to take a few minutes. So I'm just going to come back to you. Okay, so it is going to start automatically playing back, so sometimes that makes me jump, so just don't be alarmed when that happens. So you'll come up to this screen and you can either share, open in folder, or just cancel out. I usually just cancel out, but if you want to upload directly, you would use these features. So for TikTok, if you want to allow comments, duets, and stitch, you can add those there. For YouTube, you can add it to a playlist, a category. Again, I prefer to do it more organically and post directly into the social media platforms themselves. So you can open the folder to where it's located, and then you can go ahead and upload it to your platforms. share it to your pages, however you like. You can share it in the community so we can see what you've done as well. All right, so now it's your turn. So don't forget to watch your project all the way through. Hit that export button and choose your resolution. Save it to your device and celebrate. And if you like, you can share your exported video so we can check it out in the group. We did it. Just exported your first CapCut video and crossed a major milestone. Now it's real, it's complete, and it's ready to share. Comment video exported below when you've completed today's step. Tomorrow, we're going to start exploring different transitions to bring even more polish to your edits. See you tomorrow.